Montreal in a car.
So finally we're in the right car. John Asher found out which car it's his, and
Simon from Trainwreck Architect.
so how's it going with you?
Awesome, man. We just we released an album and we got a music video out, Dream Pariah. Album's doing pretty good. A lot of positive reviews and really happy about it and fucking pumped, man.
How's music videos today, you know, with the promos and stuff like that?
Oh, well, our music video, we went, promotion-wise, we really, we screwed with our fans. We pretended that I quit the band.
Okay.
To screw with everybody on Facebook. So we have a flyer up on Facebook saying, looking for a new singer, right? And on my personal Facebook, I wrote that I was leaving to Peru for 6 months to take psychedelic drugs.
Okay.
So I got messages from a bunch of people. My family was calling me and like nonstop texts. I got a call from one of my ex-girlfriends like, Simon, is everything all right? If I can do anything for you, just let me know. And we really, you know, we punked people pretty much. And it was a good way to hype the video and promote it. And so far, we got a lot of positive reviews on that as well.
Whose brainchild was that? That's an interesting idea.
That was that was Renaud, our guitarist.
Okay.
He's been the madman behind this whole video and this little scam that we pulled, which is cool.
So Simon, what's some of your influences, you know, you use today in you know, making music and stuff? Personally,
my influences are endless. I love metal as much as I love blues, as much as I love classic country music, and I really go everywhere. Punk and band-wise, I guess the reason I started singing was probably Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Got me into voices, you know, like really being a singer. That was one of my biggest inspirations, and I get my balls from Phil Anselmo in a sense, you know. I love Pantera, and one of my favorites too.
Phil's a good guy too, you know. It's surprising how he sings and when he talks it's so low.
Yeah,
and the guy goes,
and it says fuck every 2 times and motherfuckers and fucking posers every time, and yeah, he's one of my biggest influences, I think.
What do you think of the resurgence of vinyl? You know, that vinyl is coming back.
That's great. That's actually something that we're going to do very soon. Is we're gonna get vinyls out because it's just a different it's a different sound. It's quality. I love having something physical in my hands, and it's just better than a CD even, you know. It's something needed, I think, because MP3s don't really cut it all the time.
I've heard there are some places, you know, in Montreal, Toronto, going back to cassettes.
Cassettes?
Yeah.
That's great.
What do you think of that?
Sometimes you go to these local shows and they got cassettes and it's pretty cool. It's different. It's like, I don't have a cassette player anymore actually, but like, that'd be pretty cool. I had my first metal album was a metal compilation called Moose Molten Metal.
I got it as well.
You have that too?
Yeah, it's a blue cover type thing.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was part 1 or 2. I know they made 2. I think it was part 1. It had such cool bands. It had Witch Killer on there, and that was one of my favorite bands too.
I wonder if that's on CD.
Maybe they probably got. I know I got it illegally downloaded, that compilation now, because my tape was ruined.
Now we're gonna see the resurgence of 8-track cartridges. So do you think that's gonna follow the cassettes?
That's just going way too far back. Yeah, definitely.
And the reel-to-reels after that. You know,
keep going older and older.
And older.
We're gonna eventually just start gathering around a fire and chanting a fucking.
Hey, might as well.
Songs. Yeah.
So, you know, festivals like M4 Metal and stuff like that, what does it mean to you?
I like it. It's a lot of great local bands here coming out to support all the bands tonight, actually. It's just, you know, don't come for one, check it out. It's Montreal. It's got an amazing scene, and it's just people have to come out and push it, especially like when you have a lineup as great as tonight. Just come out and really support these bands. They need it.
Do you find that, you know, in general, Montreal is very supportive, you know, a lot of the metal scene, you know, the audience, and
I really feel like, personally, it depends on the night.
Okay.
Depends on the night. It's like it gets pretty fucking cold out here, so like do a show on a Sunday, you might get less people. You really gotta push your product, you know. You gotta really be proud and push your product, and you will get people out to shows because we have a lot of die-hard metalheads in Montreal.
You think pop's doing better?
Pop, but no, I don't care about pop, honestly.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, pop versus metal.
Pop versus metal. Pop is soulless, metal's got heart, so that's where I stand.
That's a very good way of looking at it.
You know?
Where's the Metal Maniacs magazines these days? and the disappearance of all this stuff.
There's nothing. That's what that's where I used to get all my metal from. I used to get Metal Maniacs. I learned Belphegor from Metal Maniacs. All these great bands. I used to just buy them, look at the album covers, have no idea what it was. I'd be like, "That's a cool cover. I'm buying that album." And sometimes it turned out to be terrible music, and a lot of times it turned out to be great. And yeah, I definitely miss having good old magazines like that.
What do you think of metal bands making finally the big Billboard charts? Versus 1980s, which nobody ever made Billboard charts in this genre.
I think that's really good for the metal bands themselves. But personally, I'm more of a fan of the bands of the 1980s.
Right.
The 70s and 80s. I like bands like Dust from the 70s and
Okay.
old school heavy metal a lot. Those are my really big singing influence these days. So
New York Dolls, I guess he plays for now.
cool.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Regardless, what's going on for 2014 for you?
2014, we want to tour. We want to get by March, start a little Canadian tour. We want to really push our product, get out there, kick ass, and just rock as much as we can. That's what we are. We're heavy metal, we're rock and roll, we're punk, we're everything. We love music, and we're gonna get out there and really show you guys what we're all about.
Well, I hope you get all you want and
Thank
all
you
the
very
success
much. Thank you very
and
much, brother.
everything that comes with it.
Perfect.
Just keep on believing, man.
We're gonna keep on kicking ass, brother.
All right, well, keep up the great work and talk to you soon.
Thank you, man.